Howdy, my name's Kyle Taylor, and I apologize that I can't be with you all today. However, the presentation must still go on. Today I'm going to briefly be speaking with you all about how the process of crowdfunding works. Essentially the basics of how to create your own crowdfunding platform. For my examples, I'm going to be using Kickstarter, because it is the most popular platform among internet users. It's one of the most easiest to use. It's very user friendly, and it's the one I personally use, and so I'm most comfortable using that. Something that you all should take note of is the idea of crowdfunding is actually still fairly new. It wasn't really a trending topic or a trending idea until 2012. And with that, you kind of have to remember this hasn't really met its potential yet, and there's still a huge market for crowdfunding. Also, one thing you should note is it's not an easy endeavor by any means. Asking people for donations for your idea or for your service is not an easy endeavor, and it might not be suitable for you. However, putting your idea out there is pretty simple, and that's really what we're going to be focusing on with this. First things first, you need to have an idea. You need to have a physical product, or you need to have a service that you're going to be offering people. Straight up, I mean, that's what you need. And with that, you need to be passionate about it. You need to really love what you have or love what you're doing, because if you're not passionate about your product, about your service, how are you going to be able to attract other people to it? It's just kind of goes with one another. Another one of the most important factors to creating your crowdfunding campaign is you need to have an influence online. You need to be able to attract an online audience, because if you can't bring anybody in to look at your product, to look at your service, how are you supposed to make money? And by that, I don't mean just having a lot of friends on Facebook. I mean being able to have other people share your idea, tweet your idea out. There's a little thing, it's called the 90%, 9%, 1% rule. And what that means is if you take all your friends or all your followers, 90% of those people, the majority of them, the vast majority of them, aren't going to do anything. They're not going to support you. They'll see your idea, they might like it, but they're not going to do anything. 9% of those people are actually going to tweet it out, or actually going to tell other people about it because they're somewhat interested. Only 1% of your market, of the people that you're able to talk to and to communicate with, are actually going to back you. So that's one thing you might want to consider before putting in the time to do all this. But if you've gone through your head and you're passionate about the idea, you're able to attract an online audience, you think you're able to make them passionate about it, then yes, you need to create an ad, you need to go on Kickstarter, you need to find a platform that's right for you and get started. And it's actually as simple as this, as getting a camera and just telling the world what you have and why it'll benefit them and why it'll benefit, the problem that's there. I've seen stuff as simple as this, like I said, as a camera, or people go all the way to actually create a movie, go all the way to doing crazy things. A lot of people offer yes, their product. If people donate so much money, they'll give them a limited edition item, they'll give them a limited edition service, or they'll give them just something special. So creating your ad is just that, and putting it on the site. But hands down, the most important thing to creating your ad is having a realistic goal. Again, the most important thing to creating your ad is having a realistic goal. The most important thing to creating your ad is having a realistic goal. Guys, I don't know how many times, and then I have to say it for it to really be the main point to creating your ad and to be successful in this, is have a realistic goal. For a couple of reasons. One, if you ask for too much, you're not going to get anything. Don't ask for an inch and expect a mile. Also, you can raise your goal. So let's just say you're asking for X amount of dollars. If you reach that, raise it up. Shoot, you can do that. A lot of platforms, though, they ask for 5% right off the top of what you make. However, if you don't reach your goal, you don't get any of it. So you also have to remember that. But yeah, 5% right off the top. At least that's Kickstarter. And then other companies like PayPal or Amazon, the payment companies, they take another 3.5%. So when you're coming up with your realistic goal, remember that. And that's really about it, guys. It's pretty simple to come up and actually create your own endeavor to do it. So let's backtrack real quick. It might not be suitable for everybody, but if you think that you can do it, go for it. Get a camera, come up with it, come up with your ad, make sure you're passionate. Make sure you have an online influence, a positive online influence. Remember the 99-1 rule, and you should do well there. Be able to attract an audience that you know is going to be able to fund you. Make sure that they're passionate about your idea too. And create a realistic goal, guys. Also, at the end of your campaign, if you did promise your donators products or services, please adhere to that promise, because there are legal ramifications that can go to that. And create a realistic goal. That's really all I have, guys. I know my team will finish up strong. If you have any questions about the process or the how-to on creating your own crowdfunding campaign, please feel free to ask anybody in my group or ask me when I get back. I appreciate your time, guys. Thanks, and gig 'em.